see. Ah, come in, come in. I've been expecting you. You're the one who has some questions about a class you're taking, is that right? Ah, I see. Well, I have a sense that you are a teacher, is that correct? And you'd like to know how to be a leader, is that correct? Yes. Ah, I see. I'm getting a message that you're interested in world domination? No, not you. Someone near you. I get the initials KC, perhaps. Anyway, no matter. No matter. Come in, come in. I'm here to help. So I understand you've got a question about intuition. And you'd like to ask me questions using my intuition. Is that correct? Yes. Well, this is going to cost me a lot of money. But let me let you know a little secret. Everyone has intuition. Everyone has the ability to see something that can't be proven. They just know it. Everybody has it. Now, I make a lot of money making people think that only I can see things. But the fact is, everyone can see things. A leader's intuition is when the person can simply read what's going on, can go into a room and assess how are the people feeling, what's the atmosphere. They can sense how people are feeling. They can sense what the problems are, the roadblocks. They see things through their own bias. Do you know what a bias is? A bias is our own filter. It's the way that we see the world, each one of us. And a leader has a leadership bias, meaning they see things through a lens of a leader, of someone who can take charge, who can make decisions. And they often don't need the data to prove it. They know inside and they trust it. This is what's going on, and this is something that they can deal with right away. Can often make decisions very quickly. Have you ever heard of, you don't have to answer this, of Richard Branson? He owns Virgin Airlines. He has a quote that I really, really like. And I have it written here. He says, "I rely far more on gut instinct than researching huge amounts of statistics." In other words, he knows what he knows. I've read a very good book. I would highly recommend it because some people are naturally intuitive. It's very easy to access it. Other people have to work at it. They have to practice it. They have to become informed in intuition. And I happen to have one of the books right here. It's called 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And in this book there's a chapter, it's chapter 8, and it's about intuition. Now, when someone's intuitive, they can first read themselves. I mentioned reading others, but first they have to read themselves. Are there places where they're having a resistance, where they're stuck, where they're forcing something on others? Instead of just seeing what's available, what resources do we have, what can we use to accomplish what we need to, and how I, or you, as a leader can inspire that in people. How can I inspire our group to see past obstacles and see what's actually present that is a resource? That the challenge is something that leads us to where we want to go. Now, it's a difficult thing initially, and sometimes our intuition does not work. And then we start to think, oh, I guess it's not reliable. Well, like anything, sometimes things work in one way and sometimes they don't. The point is to trust that we have it, and that as a leader, if you can trust in yourself, those who are following you in that project, in that cycle, in that experience will trust you as you trust yourself. And if you're willing to change, And if you're willing to improve, well, the situation will. And the people who are in the team with you will have the permission to change, the will to change, the excitement about changing. So I hope that you've seen in these last couple of minutes that you too have this amazing gift of intuition, of what Albert Einstein calls this. It's one of my favorites too. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. And that's why people come to me thinking I'm the only one with the gift, or one of just a few, when really all of us have the gift. And if we will let our minds play their role of the faithful servant to that intuition, to that knowing that requires no validation, well then those desires to be a good and faithful leader, to be someone who affects change in a moral and beneficial way, are within your reach, are experiences that you as a leader may embark on. And so my parting gift to you is I'm going to wave my feet and wish you all the very best in your pursuit of the way of the intuitive leader.